Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. The troupe fought for their lives against the Huntress and accidentally fought each other in the process. Shadow Nemesis went berserk and attacked those nearest to him, which happened to be the Huntress and also Tyler. New Rogue used his ability to turn undead, which scared off the Huntress and also Rumpleforeskin. Del provided a chance to escape by casting a teleport spell on them all, and Tyler used it to chase after the Huntress, determined to seize the Sunblade they had come for. Can Shadow Nemesis survive the kiss from a bat-winged head? And can they all claim the weapon they need before dying horrible deaths? I doubt it.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Jesters of Ravenloft. We are back and ready to record / sort of ready. It really came down to the wire for some of us, but we are here now, and we are very excited to be here. We got the whole gang back together. It's going to be a good time. I'll do a quick recap for anybody who has not been a part of Jesters of Ravenloft before. I will warn you, there have been like 130-something episodes at this point. It's a high number, so it's going to be very overarching, but stick it out. You'll have a wonderful time. You'll have the context you need for today. Our 4 heroes were the sketch troupe Wet Change and their stage manager. They were performing at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival when they thought a fog machine kicked on, but it turned out they were being sucked into Ravenloft. So our players are playing themselves, except for the people who aren't. They took on dd&d classes. They gained powers. They suffered curses. They discovered that they have been sent by Ezra, the god of the mists, who needs them to travel through a number of realms and defeat the Dark Lords at the center of them so they can take the Dark Lord's place, enacting Ezra's plan to free them and Ezra, the god of the mist themselves, so that they can all leave Ravenloft. Each of our heroes, as I said, have suffered curses and have also taken on classes. Del, who's a visual artist in real life, she does all of our show art. If you're seeing the cool frame right now, she also did that. She has become a visual bard. She uses the reality blade to be able to magically affect the world around her, casting her spells. She also has the ability to talk to ghosts, so her hair is always ruffled in a wind no one else is seeing, and she's got reflective kind of dog's eyes in light. She also uses those ghosts for powers. Sometimes they fuck with her. Her best friend is Rumpleforeskin at this point, a horse named by chat none of us knew would still be here, a skeleton horse with fire in its heart, who is just all around pretty level. There is Adam McNamara, who became Shadow, who became Shadow Nemesis. We've discovered at this point he has... Ooh, very nice. He has some version of multiple personality disorder inside his brain, and the most evil persona is in charge. So he is a Saturday morning cartoon villain, Shadow Nemesis. He's wearing RoboCop armor. He trained as a barbarian to be able to channel even more of his internal evil fury. He also gained an assistant, Dr. Deputy, as he named him, originally one of the squires of the Black Knight, which Adam took on the mantle of. The squire followed him around, then died, then was resummoned by Ezra as an apology, and Shadow Nemesis basically mismanaged his way into the squire now working for Del. We'll see if he gets him back, but that's what he had. Then Guy Bradford, who sadly died in like our first 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah.
And was resummoned back from the dead. He with no memories whatsoever. He also has ghostly limbs from his elbows to his hands, his knees to his feet, and his eyes. Spectral ghostly limbs that kill anything he touches, except for a goat that was given to him by the mists. His mist goat, Jack Magnum, who is truly his closest and best friend. Not knowing any... Yeah, there's a squish there that's also a goat. It was really cool. Thanks. Who's Ratty who said that? Am I correct?
That's Ratty.
Yeah, thanks, Ratty. We love that. He has trained as a cleric, determined to protect his friends. He's a cleric of Ezra, who he has decided, despite evidence and people telling him, is a good god that wants to protect and heal the world in, one might say, a vaguely like Judeo-Christian style philosophy minus any of the original church or problematic behaviors of said church. He's just perfect. Ezra's perfect. No one has any doubts. Last but not least, there is Tyler, who has... Well, he's now green. He's got horns, which he is wearing currently. He's also able to take off a pinky and use it magically, and he's trained as a blade singer, meaning he is a wizard who will kick your ass right up until the time you hit him once or twice, and then he is going to go to sleep. He's got a bunch of cool abilities there. He is also the only one who can hear the voice of Ezra in his head as they have been continuing on their quest. So our heroes battled their way through a first realm and defeated the Dark Lord. Shadow Nemesis ended up taking power, only to discover that becoming a Dark Lord makes a domain your personal hell. So they escaped to a second domain, where New Rogue became the Dark Lord. It was really down to the wire. Shadow Nemesis was hoping he could pick up 2 for himself to get even more powerful, but it didn't work out. Then it became New Rogue's hell, and they've escaped this third realm. It appears that they are going through a Groundhog Day style scenario. The entire party has died twice, restarting the day and working their way forwards. But they have discovered that each time they die, it appears that anything they have on their person, they then wake up with the next day. So they do have some ways that they have been experimenting with affecting this place. They went to a farm and discovered the Talisman of Ultimate Evil, which is currently being carried by Shadow Nemesis, who really, really wanted it. He also has a Berserker axe. Then they made their way to a monastery. They are avoiding the final battle of this realm. They've heard there's a battle between an evil being known as the Gravewalker and Prince Auric Bright Eyes that everybody has been gearing up for. No thanks, they went to that farm. Now they've gone to a nearby church that has been collapsed and are battling a vampiric being known as the Huntress, along with a collection of the undead. Things were going in our party's favor, and then not once the Berserker axe pushed Shadow Nemesis into killing everyone near him. But Dell, with a very crafty use of a story told to her by the ghost, which gave her teleport powers, shifted the entire dynamic. So right now, on the roof of the church running away is the Huntress, because New Rogue cast Turn Undead and scared away a bunch of the undead. The Huntress is running away on the roof. Inside, Shadow Nemesis is currently facing off with 9 enemies solo. Dell is standing in the alcove of a stained glass window, and Rumpleforeskin was scared away by the Turn Undead. That's where we were at. So that's where we're going to be coming back to. Are there any continuity questions from any of our players at this point?
No, not for me.
We're good, yeah.
So one of the flying heads got killed. That's why it's 9.
That's why it's 9.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Thank you. I've updated my notes.
He split one with his axe, which he remembered as Gregor Man being like, you can never kill me, and disappeared.
That's right.
And then he turned to the other Gregor Man's. But in actuality, he smashed one head.
That tracks. Thank you.
And one's kissing me, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Right, okay.
They did paralyze him, and then one is kissing him. A decapitated head with bat wings for ears is currently kissing our dear friend Shadow Nemesis.
Can't wait.
What a time.
Gregor Man is kissing you. You love Gregor Man. Ooh.
We're dating now. Like, no.
Enemies to lovers once again.
Yeah.
All right. If those are all the questions answered, dear God, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but this is the episode we're doing. I love splitting the party with like 18 combatants.
You're welcome.
And with that, it's time for us to return to Ravenloft. Inside the abandoned monastery, Shadow Nemesis, you are receiving a kiss from one of these floating decapitated heads with bat-like ears. Knowing that you see the world a little differently inside in your rage, what is it like to be kissed by Gregor Man? And what is he saying to you before and as this happens?
I don't think he's kissing me. I think he shows me his butt, and then he's like, does anybody have a mint? And then he like opens his butt as wide as he can, and then he like puts it on my face, and then he releases his butt, so it creates like a seal of butt on my face. That's it.
Well, I don't regret asking you about that. So that happened.
Wow.
I don't like it.
I don't have
Oh, no? You don't?
No.
Darn. There was only some way to have prevented it from happening.
Yeah,
If
take
only
out
we could
Gregor.
go back in time and say literally anything else.
When this day ends, this moment may not reoccur for my own sanity.
Oh, man.
Okay, so that is what happens to you, Shadow Nemesis.
Happened to all of us, Ryan. Jesus.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the zombies around Shadow Nemesis close in. There are 4 fast zombies, and there are 2 zombified cockatrices, all of which are lunging in to attack Shadow Nemesis in a gigantic horde, as being observed by Dell and the doctor deputy. The doctor deputy is going to throw a knife to try to help. And he will hit.
Yay!
Yeah.
And he will do 5 damage to a zombie.
Pretty good for him.
Not bad.
For him, he's doing great.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good job.
All right.
And then the zombies sweep in. The first zombie attacks. It will add, okay. That is a nat 1.
Yay!
Stabbed with the knife, he will move forwards, and as you reach out to pull the butt you see off of your face, you are so full of rage that you find yourself reaching out with the axe blade in one hand and the other, pulling that zombie in half. So you fully kill a zombie, Shadow Nemesis, as your berserker rage continues.
The one that's kissing me or a different one?
The one that's kissing you has come off of you and flitted away, and then another zombie stepped forward, the one with the knife injury. So it is fully dead, but more zombies are appearing. The next one rolls a 14, which will not hit. The following zombie has advantage because you are getting mobbed now. It will roll a 17 to hit.
Oh, man. Yeah, that hits.
All right. That will hit you for 5 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, woof. All right.
The third zombie will roll a 16 to hit. What's your AC?
It's 16.
Meets it, beats it, my friend. So you're taking that hit as well. That will do you 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And then the cockatrices wade in, joining the mob. You see Westra's dead, eaten eye as she lashes out with her beak to attack you. No! She has advantage, but she will miss. Her highest score was an 8. And then Piss E. Kermit staggers forwards, lashing out with a beak at your berserk self. That is a nat 20 to hit.
Oh.
It will have no additional crit damage because your RoboCop armor is made of adamantine, so it will just do the usual damage, meaning you will take... You will take 3 points of piercing damage, but I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, no. I'm going to be...
As you are struck by a cockatrice.
Constitution saving throw. All right. Well, okay, that's +2. Ooh, 21 total.
21 total. You are unaffected. You take the damage, but you are surrounded by this mob, somehow still standing.
Wow.
Del, you are watching an absolute rage. Like, you were seeing a rage monster. You were seeing the Incredible Hulk battling 8 different enemies at this point, having destroyed 2 of them, with also the cadaverous heads floating around. And that's when the mist swirls up around you, Del.
Uh-oh.
And you see it focus on your hip.
Uh-huh.
Del, I have a strange question to ask you, but in all of pop culture, which character and which franchise had your favorite handgun?
Oh.
Oh, Del gets a gun.
Oh, what?
All right.
Oh, gosh.
Insane.
I think it's in my mind, it's classic revolver. It's Indiana Jones taking his gun out and shooting the guy instead of having close combat. That's where my brain goes.
Great.
Good one.
All right.
You now find yourself, you look down and you realize you have become perhaps the Indiana Jones of this universe because you have Indiana Jones's pistol on your hip.
Oh,
hell yeah.
It will fire using your dexterity. Del, I know in real life you have fired guns before,
That is
so you
true.
will be proficient with this weapon.
Oh.
And it will give you a +1 on top of that because it's Indy's gun, and Indy does things real good.
Oh my
Wow.
God. This is nuts. This is
Your
nuts.
damage will be 2d12 plus your dexterity.
oh boy.
Jeez.
And you have 6 rounds. So you have every round chambered in this gun that there can be.
And there's
But
8
no
zombies.
extra bullets.
Wow.
Wow. Holy moly.
Del, you look down at your friend, finding a new gun on your hip. And you have this brief moment to debate what you're going to do while we cut to the roof. The Huntress has been racing down this slanted, dangerous monastery roof towards the ground with no problem, pursued by Jack Magnum and New Rogue. Jack Magnum with no trouble. New Rogue not having the best time, but not having fallen off of a roof. Tyler, you find yourself watching them head down. You have received healing from New Rogue. What do you do?
I give chase as best I can on this precarious roof.
Wonderful. Can you roll me an acrobatics?
Yes, I have advantage on that with my earring.
You look so good doing what you're doing. Your hair flowing behind you in this endless night.
It is a total of 18 for acrobatics.
18. You are making your way down, and you successfully complete this first part of the roof. Are you using a dash action? You could continue to go another 30 feet to close in with the Huntress, but you would be rolling at disadvantage on the acrobatics to try to get to her. However, you would get to her after another 30 feet. She's only that far ahead.
I worry that she's just going to keep running, so I think I need to slow her down. I would like to take out my alchemy jug.
Great.
Ooh.
I would like to speak the word oil at it. And I would like to spend my last spell slot to cast catapult and fling the alchemy jug at the Huntress.
Yes.
You want to yell oil.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta
Now,
find
there's
the
a
rule.
special rule on this alchemy jug where I can't remember what I need to roll, but I need to roll for mayonnaise, basically, if I remember correctly.
Correct. That's the Alchemeo jug. Can you roll me? I'm going to simplify this to make it as simple as possible. Can you roll me a d6?
Yeah.
The Alchemeo jug has changed between realms to be somewhat simpler for us all to remember.
Yay!
I rolled a 3.
A 3. Okay, can you roll me a d8? Sorry, a d10. My bad.
Okay.
An ad popped up and it blocked what I needed.
On a d10, I rolled a 2.
All right. You throw the jug forwards. It hurtles through the air, and you are seeing mayonnaise come out of it. All right. Well, just spraying in all directions. But what does catapult do?
I need to make, I believe, a spell attack. Let me double check. Choose an object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range. I want to double check that the Alchemeo jug qualifies as being 5 pounds or less. I thought it might, but I was also thinking about flinging it with a higher spell slot, which I can't do. So this might be dead in the water. What do you think, DM Ryan? Alchemeo jug, 5 pounds or less?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Okay. All right.
It's not actually full of liquid. Liquid just pours out of it, so it maintains its lighter weight.
Okay. That creature must make a dex saving throw. Oh, fuck. Well, she's going to be fine at that. So she needs to make a dex save. DC of 15.
She fails. Roll the 4.
Yes.
14.
All right. The Alchemeo jug and the Huntress both take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Whew. All right,
I don't
roll
know
me
what the Alchemeo
3d8.
jug's HP is, but I don't know if you've thought about it until this very moment either, Ryan, but here we are. So 2d8 is a total of 8, and rolling one more. It's another 7 for 15.
Wow.
15.
15
All right.
bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
15
hoping
bludgeoning
she's-
damage.
Hoping she's sauced in that mayo. Sticky, slippery, unwieldy.
Mayo, my one weakness. Oh.
Right. Oh,
And the
mayo,
mists-
my.
The mists swirl up around this jug and your target. Tyler, can you roll me a d6 as the mists enhance or change this strike?
Okay, well, I rolled a 5.
Hey.
Yeah.
The rare
Incredible.
positive D6 roll for Tyler.
You catapult this jug forwards, and it slams into the back of the Huntress. And there's a brief moment as it hits her that the opening of the jug is headed towards her. And the force of this collision means she flies forwards, knocked clear of the roof with a wall of mayonnaise just hammering out of this after her. And the jug falls to the roof and catches on a tile and holds in place, still intact. You can see a crackle of magical energy within it, changing color. Just a little more green, a little more clear, just a flash of a small rainbow of whitish light before the jug settles.
Okay.
And... okay, 15 damage for the Huntress. 15 damage for the Huntress from just the jug.
Jeez.
Yes, from my catapult spell. Yes.
All right.
Then she falls.
Oh, fuck.
But how much acid is in the mayonnaise, though? Does that do anything?
It's pretty acidic, as I understand. Yeah.
What about the cholesterol?
She has an
Was it light mayo?
Is she allergic?
Yeah. Is this pre-2007 mayonnaise that has some trans fats in there? You know?
She will take 28 damage as the mayonnaise creates a critical hit as she slams into the ground.
Thank you, mayonnaise.
All right.
Man, this stream
So as
brought to you
you
by Big Mayo.
Yeah, she hammers into the ground, and you can see she's hit so hard she's sunk almost an inch into the earth beneath her. And a wall of mayonnaise just rains down on her, slapping her into just a mayonnaise flavored hole.
Oh, man.
That is what you managed to do, Tyler. It's terrifying. It's effective.
Lord.
She's on the ground. She fell 30 feet off of the roof as you had hit her to the ground, having got down the first half. Jack Magnum continues after her.
No, buddy, you're on a roof.
Oh, God.
And with a nat 20, with his natural advantage for roofery, he is going to clear his acrobatics, jump off the roof, and land on the Huntress, just right directly on her. He will not be harmed by that because he knows what he's doing, but he fell 30 feet, so she'll take the damage he should have.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
And he manages on 3d6 with 2 6s and a 4 to do 16 damage
Oh my
to the Huntress
God.
before he hops off going,
Oh, cannonball.
Jeez.
That's very good, but don't do that again, little guy.
New rogue. You've seen Jack Magnum land on the Huntress and now stand proudly next to her where she's covered in mayonnaise on the ground. What do you do?
I'm my God. Yeah, I don't have a lot of good options, I feel like. I want to heal a little bit more, but I guess I should. Okay, I'm going to hit her ass with something. I'm going to use, you know what, my guiding bolt. Because that always
all
does
right.
well. So from up here, yeah, I'm just going to do that.
What's the range on guiding bolt?
120 feet.
Oh, yeah, you're well within that. She's 60 feet away from you right now.
Okay, so it's a ranged spell attack. On a hit, the target takes 4d6 radiant damage. The next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage, thanks to the mystical dim light glittering on the target until then. So I guess I'll see
Roll
what
that
this
attack.
does.
Snap, snap.
That's a nat 20, baby.
Oh, my
Oh
God.
yeah.
All right,
You summon this bolt guided from the heavens. What does this magic look like coming from you with your Austin powers?
the Austin Powers. So it's actually like the time machine, the spinning time machine that they have. I forget the name of that pattern that whizzes by, but it's a series of those spirals with the dumb sound effects like. And yeah, and it crackles with some light, but each light that crackles is just like, behave, groovy, baby, ow.
A yelling light spirals towards the Huntress. Roll your damage, and you'll be rolling double. So however many dice you would normally roll, roll twice that many.
Oh, 4d6, so I get to do wow. Okay, 8d6?
8d6 is nat 20 to hit. I'm gonna honor even though it's magic.
Wow.
Holy crap.
That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a 5. We're at 9. Okay. That's a 4.
13.
Okay. That's a 3.
16.
That's a 2.
18.
That's a 3.
21.
That's a 2.
23.
Oh, whoa.
Are you adding anything to that? It's just 23 damage?
Yeah, it's just my radiant damage. So, yeah.
Oh, radiant damage.
There's more to guiding bolt, I think, right?
Really?
It's
Oh, it says here on a hit, the target takes 4d6 radiant damage, and the next attack roll against this target before the end of your turn has advantage thanks to mystical dim light glittering on the target until then.
And that would be true if the Huntress had survived this bolt. Austin Powers' shouted magic fires out a beacon in the dark from this roof of this monastery, a moment of holy light raining from the roof of a monastery of Ezra to defeat a vampiric foe below, as the Huntress is blasted out of her armor and mayonnaise in a steaming pile, leaving just black armor remaining with no being within it. The light of the Sunblade begins to shrink back down into the handle that rests on the ground below you. You have successfully defeated the Huntress.
Wow. What a terrible death. What an absolute terrible way to go.
Yeah.
Speaking of terrible deaths, we cut back inside the monastery. Del, you have a gun on your hip, and you look down to see Shadow Nemesis facing off with 8 zombified foes, all of which are attacking him while he is lost to the thorny rage of his berserker axe. You can see its effect traveling up his body and into his face as he is screaming unintelligible Tasmanian devil-like sounds. These are not even words. Just gibberish. Yeah, if you could give us just a little taste of that, Adam, that'd be great. That's what you're hearing below you. The sounds of the most terrifying human rage you've ever heard. Del, what do you do?
Incredible. I'm distracted momentarily by the gun at my hip, but I try to refocus to the actual plan. And I'm turning to the doctor deputy. I say, "Good job. Keep throwing knives, okay?" And
You got it, boss.
And I'm gonna throw out the Pokeball.
Ooh.
Coming back.
I am 15 feet up. I don't know where this animal's gonna come out. I don't know if it'll survive this drop. But as an animal appears, I'll be like, "Protect Shadow Nemesis."
Yay!
And I don't even remember what dice do I roll for this. I apparently didn't write it down. So
we will find out after this break.
There we go.
Your Pokeball hits the floor, Del, and I need you to roll me a D6.
Okay. It's a 5.
Ooh.
It is a 5. My God. A panther appears out of the ball with a snarl. And you see it looking around and taking in the scene before looking up at you.
I'm pointing towards Shadow Nemesis and say, "Protect the axe guy. Protect the guy. Go."
The panther leaps into combat.
That's a good try. I don't think any of us could top that. Legitimately, I don't. I really don't.
Yeah, thought I could give it a little more, didn't. Fuck you. All right, so.
No, exactly, Ryan. Absolutely.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's great.
Fuck all of you.
All right.
I love it.
That was great.
The panther comes
The panther is now mute and no longer speaks.
Yeah, the panther gives the party the finger and leaves. No, the panther...
puts a hat on and a briefcase, just walks out.
Has keen smell. The panther sprints forwards and is attacking a zombie. It will hit. It will do... We'll do 6 damage to the zombie.
Oh, boy.
Which it will do, and the zombie needs to pass a strength save, which it fails, so the panther has knocked a zombie prone and is tearing at it on the ground. So one zombie has been injured and is prone currently. I now have a panther that has entered combat.
Yay!
Yay!
Remember from my druid days, panthers can pounce.
Yep, that was an action. So, Del, do you want to do any movement? Is there anything else you want to do in terms of bonus actions? I know bards have more random abilities than the rest of the party. You are currently 15 feet off the ground, standing on the windowsill of a stained glass window, watching this scene happen.
Yeah, I am staying here. I'm not doing a move, and I have used up pretty much all of my abilities that can be bonus actions. So I'm just like, have one hand on the side of the windowsill, and the other hand's giving a thumbs up to the carnage down there, like, whoa, we'll see how long this lasts.
You raise a thumbs up to the scene. Shadow Nemesis, you are fueled by the berserker axe. Its thorn magic is like attacking through your body, spread through your brain. You stare at a collection of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not 1, 2. Yep, 7 foes. Some of them smaller, flying Gregornit mans. Some of them larger. Some of them with incredibly long arms and sinuous necks with pointier mouths than others. What do you do?
All the Gregornits are still like doing their jig next to their gramophone carts, and I think he'll go like, "How are you doing this? How are you duplicating yourselves? Tell me your secrets!" And then I'll swing at the closest Gregornit to me.
Great. You are going to take a swing at. Do you know what? Roll me a D4.
Righty. That there is a 3.
You take a swing at, in reality, Westra Amberize, the zombified Westra.
All right.
Roll your attack.
Definitely.
Get your first one. Let's see what happens.
First attack is and I add things. I add 7, so it is a 16.
That will hit.
All right. So then I'm double-handed. So that's one
D10.
1d10 or 2d10? No,
1d10. It was 2 when you rolled your crits, but it's 1d10.
Yes. 1d10 plus 5. Let's see. So that is 8 plus 5, 13 damage.
Whew.
Nice.
Okay. And your second attack.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's still like that bird's still standing after that.
That bird is still standing. Remember, these are horse replacement murder machines who can turn people to
she's
stone.
powerful. Very powerful.
All right. So D20 to hit.
Yep.
Yes. That is a 15 to hit.
15 will hit. Roll your damage, my friend.
Oakley dokley.
Is this still Westra? Sorry.
It's just Westra. Yep. Yes.
Sorry. It's Gregornit. It's Gregornit in my head. 1d10. Yeah, 1d10. Yep. Is that what I'm rolling? Yeah, 1d10 plus 5. That is a 7.
7. Okay. That means Westra Amberize, in a zombified form, is hacked brutally apart by Berserker Shadow Nemesis wielding a berserker axe. We know that she dies in reality, and Del is seeing this happen as you are fully surrounded by monsters attacking you. But what do you see as you attack one of the more sinuous Gregornits?
I think every time I beat a Gregornit, that rainbow appears and they like slide away, and I help them somehow. Like, so I think if it's like this like gangly Gregornit, then it kind of like shrinks back to regular size. And he's like, "Oh, that feels much better. Thank you." As he like slides away on his rainbow. And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't want that to happen." And I go after the next one.
Incredible. Above you, the doctor deputy is going to throw a knife.
Yay.
He misses.
Oh.
Hangs off the floor and he goes, "Ah, nuts! It'd be easy if we were closer, but I don't want to go down."
No, we're not moving. Good effort.
No problem. I got one more knife, and then I hope we got a different plan.
Okay.
All right, down below you. The flying decapitated heads begin to strike. Shadow Nemesis, the first one will be an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Which will do 5 piercing damage.
Oh, woof. All right. Well, toodaloo, everybody. I'm getting close.
No.
And then the next one will strike. It rolls a 19 to hit, so that'll work.
Yeah.
Oh,
It does 3 points of piercing damage with its bite as it swoops in.
come
Eric.
on.
I'm looking
And
bad.
we've got the zombies all lashing out, the fast zombies. The first one is prone and arguing. It's arguing with the panther in a way that panthers and zombies argue. Just shoving each other while trying to get up while being ravaged. So it will not be able to attack, but the other zombies can. The first one gets a dirty 20 to hit. Which will do 3 points of damage.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So I'm almost dead.
The second one will roll a 15 to hit, but that does not pass through your armor. And then the zombie of Piss E. Kermit is storming forwards as a cockatrice, lashing out with its beak, and it rolls. That is a 19 to hit.
Yep.
It will do 3 piercing damage.
Nope. That's -1.
Oh.
And with that strike, Shadow Nemesis falls and begins. Shadow Nemesis falls and starts to need to make death saving throws to remind everybody of D&D rules. But because you are not dead, you are just dying. I'm going to need you to make me a Constitution saving throw because you have been pecked by a cockatrice.
Oh boy. All right. That there be a 10.
Oh,
And
no.
you turn to stone. Just head to toe, it creeps up over the collapsed body, turning him to stone on the floor. Del, you look down at the zombies standing over Shadow Nemesis, who then back away, seeing that he's turned to stone. Can you roll me a stealth?
Yes. And if it's in shadows or darkness, I have advantage on stealth.
It is in shadows and darkness, most definitely. There are guttering candles in the corner. Nothing's well lit in here.
I rolled dog shit on both of them. Let's see.
No.
I rolled a 11.
Okay. The doctor deputy gets a 21, but Del gets an
great.
11.
Perfect.
He's a natural skulker. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think of it as I'm can't help myself. I'm like, oh no, it's bad. Oh no.
Just the sound of you audibly reacting to Shadow Nemesis turning to stone. Just he clatters the ground and just up in the raptor's ear. Oh man! Just,
No, it was going so well.
And there is a snarling cry as you see the zombies turn on the panther and quickly finish it off where it is over the other. But you realize as they begin to spread out below you, none of them have sensed where you were because none of those idiots rolled higher than a 5.
amazing.
So the undead have not spotted you and seem to be returning to their normal processes around here, staggering about, doing nothing, feeding on the panther. But for this brief moment, you realize that you are hidden. Up on the top of the roof, though, Tyler and New Rogue, you were looking down at the mayo-spattered armor of the Huntress, and somewhere amongst all of that white gunk is the Sunblade, the handle of the Sunblade that you can claim, but you are up on the roof. You're 30 feet above the ground if you're at the roof's edge, and both of you are actually 30 feet back from the edge of that roof. It's very sheer, which is why you can see the whole way down. But what are you doing? What do you want to do?
I would like to ask Jag Magnum to get it and, just keep it safe while we find a safe path down. So he can hear me if I talk, but I'll do thaumaturgy as well. And I'll go, okay, boy, you did great with murder. Now make sure to grab that Sunblade carefully, okay? You got to make sure that no other creature can get it, okay? Just save it tight for us, bud. We'll be down in just a jiffy.
Can you roll me an animal handling?
Oh, boy. Yes.
Another 20?
Without the 0 on the end. So that's but with my modifier, that brings it up to a 6.
That's a pretty good modifier, buddy.
Jack Magnum looks up at you, goes, leans down, picks up the Sunblade in his mouth, and sprints into the woods.
Oh, God. Fuck.
And we'll take a quick commercial break right there. Until the situation changes, you are all theoretically out of combat. So I am going to step back from initiative order unless there's anything you want to do instantly. But Jack Magnum's in the woods now. You're on the roof of the abandoned monastery. Shadow Nemesis is currently stone and dying. And Del, you're hiding out at the stained glass. So I'm going to stay outside for a moment. Tyler, you and New Rogue both watch Jack Magnum take the Sunblade's hilt and run into the woods. What do you do after that?
I toot my flute until Ivan to scoot, and I want him to go after that goat.
All right. Takes off just immediately.
Yeah. And just telepathically, I'm just like, try to just herd him, corral him back, get in his face with your flappy wings and just get him to turn around.
Yeah, man. I'll do what I can.
Okay, thank you. I'll take out 50 feet of rope from my cloak of protective convenience, just produce the rope from the items inside, tie it to the something sturdy at the edge of this monastery if it's available.
There are gargoyles that you could tie it around, absolutely.
Okay. And I'll say to New Rogue, I want to get down fast. You want to try coming down this rope with me?
Yeah, I totally forgot you could do this. So I would have made different decisions. Okay, yeah, let's go down.
Okay, yeah, here. Hands up. Put your arms up.
Okay, they're up.
And I just want to tie the rope around him as a harness. Not so much so that like he's only going to get halfway and then he's stuck by rope, but enough that if he falls, the rope will catch him relatively close to the ground.
Yep, that makes sense.
If I can math that out spatially,
I think you've got like 50 feet of rope, and we'll say it takes 5 feet there. But yeah, you'll still be able to get. There's a big difference between falling 10 feet at the bottom of a rope to falling 30 plus off a roof.
All right, and I'll stay at the top of the roof, and I'll try and keep the rope taut and like slowly lower you down as you can. Like, and I'll say like, New Rogue, okay, you can climb down the face of the monastery. I got you here. I'll keep the rope tight, and you go. And once you're down, if you can maybe call Jack Magnum back. I don't know what else is out here though, so maybe we don't be too loud. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know how to not be loud when I'm like yelling for my goat to come back. It's the only thing.
I get it, man. Dude, use your best judgment. Yeah. I understand.
Thanks, man. Okay. This is higher up than I expected. Okay, I'm going to go down now. Please don't drop.
Tyler, can you roll me an athletics?
Yeah. Oh, no.
You will have advantage because New Rogue, you came up with a good system for New Rogue to not have to use his hands and to be able to keep his feet on the building.
So that's 16 plus athletics for a total of 18.
Nice.
18. You get New Rogue lowered down to the bottom. New Rogue, You are there. You are looped into this harness. You are about 10 feet off the ground, which means you can flip yourself around so your legs are about 6 feet off the ground. You do have to like grip your hand and break through the rope because the moment you touch it, it just kind of undoes that loop at the bottom. But you are safely on the ground.
Great. Okay, I'm going to use my thaumaturgy again and say, Jack Magnum, stop! There's a bat coming towards you. He's a friend, all right? Now stop right where you are, buddy. I mean it. I'm going to count to 3. All right? 1, 2, 3.
Can you roll me an animal handling?
Oh, fuck. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh, well, that is a 16.
You have yelled those things. You're not sure of the result, but you feel forceful in the way that you've said them. Tyler, are you also going down the rope? What's your plan?
I'm going to start to climb down the rope as well, yeah. Climb down, I guess, 45 feet of rope or whatever it is now that it's been cinched off.
Yep, so you start making your way down the rope. Can you roll me an athletics?
Yeah.
I will also say you have advantage. I think you could take your time doing this. You're not exactly sprinting down the rope.
Okay, thank you. So that is either a natural 1 or an 11 plus 2 for 13. I will use Del's Bardic Inspiration if it's still available to me, Del. I'm not sure how long it lasts. We've had a couple rounds since you cast it.
That's true. Let's see. 10 minutes it lasts.
Okay.
It is definitely still in place.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys fought inside for about 24 seconds.
Right. I forget about that. Yes, 6 seconds around. You're right. Is it a D6, Del?
It's a D6.
Added to a skill check is okay to do?
I also have lucky numbers. Can I use that on a Bardic Inspiration?
What I would allow, because it is your Bardic Inspiration and these are your lucky numbers, and I see that as an extension of your magic, yes. As long as it is a D6-able number. You can't give it like your 15 or your 17.
Yep, I have a 6. So I give you a lucky number that is an automatic 6.
Well, thank you. 13 plus 6 for 19, to shimmy down.
Nice. 19. You shimmy the rest of the way down with Del just burning some of the luck, some of the portentous future, the good fortune that has come her way today, and land on the ground unharmed, managing to kind of extend yourself full armed, and then you land, but you feel the mist above you affecting the roof. Tyler, can you roll me a D6?
That's the 2. Here comes that gargoyle, baby. Give me a kiss.
Made it. Boink.
You are correct. Can you roll me a dexterity saving throw?
Yes, I think I have something for this. I think I already spent this. My Ring of Evasion. I think I spent it today. A lot has happened today. We've done a lot.
It's a long day.
Straight dex save roll. Fucking dex save modifier. I mean, this is the best modifier I got in the biz, but it's not going to be enough. A total of 7.
7. Okay.
I'm going to fully Home Alone it to myself. Just Marv in the basement with the iron down the laundry chute.
You suffer 23 points of damage as a gargoyle comes off the roof above you, comes down and lands directly on you.
You ever see the movie Hot Fuzz? I am rendered unconscious, at least. I got my shit rocked just now.
Tyler! No! Buddy! Can I race over and push, What does this look like? Like how? Like does this fall on your head, on your?
The
torso?
gargoyle fell into the center of his body, smashed him into the earth, and the gargoyle shattered and pieces are around him. So he is not pinned under this, but he has been brutally injured. You're seeing broken ribs. You're seeing blood leaking out. This is the bluntest of blunt force trauma.
Yeah.
All right.
I got blood leaking out my ears and my nose and my eyes. Just kind of blood finding exits wherever it can.
Right. Okay, I'm going to rush over to you, and I'm going to use my cure wounds, and I'm just going to touch my forehead to your torso, and I'm going to cast this at level 2. So I'm going to say, Ezra, from high above your perch of watching, please use your tears of hope and cry them on his little hurt belly. Juice him up real good, pal. I love you. Hold on, where's my card for it? I gotta.
What level are you casting it at?
At level 2. So
all right, I think that's 2d8.
2d8, and I also get to add 4 HP onto this because it's Ezra juice.
Yep.
So 2d8.
This is tears. Yeah.
His tears, I mean. Sorry.
Yeah.
2d8.
Juice.
That's a 6. And that's a 5. All right, so that's 11, and you get a 4 on top of that, so that's a 15.
15. You get 15 health back. Tyler, you recover. Your body knits itself back together as you survive this gargoyling.
I mean, it still hurts, and I feel fucking stupid. Like, as I roll over and like clutch my sides and my ribs as the bones knit back together, and the air comes in and then out of my lungs again. I say, "Oh fuck, I fucking hate this place."
And New Rogue, you hear the sounds of Tyler recovering, which and then you realize a moment later that those sounds aren't just coming from Tyler, as you see 3 zombies, the zombified form of Piss E. Kermit, and 2 decapitated heads with bat wings come around the front of the monastery, clearly having heard your yelling. And that's the end of this episode.
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So, catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras. And our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christopher Little, George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Mithrian, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Alex Parr, Dragonfly, The Body Barrelers, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Beef Not Cheese, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Adam, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, Nick Hemsing, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumbdumbdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.